Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple of weeks since I put up a video. I have a lot of good reasons for that, and to cut a long story short, I don't have a car. I took my car back to the dealership about a month and a bit ago. I've been relying on like people give me lifts places, and it's all for a very good reason. I'm going to have two cars very soon, but that involves a bit of saving and things like that. So basically the plan was to get rid of one car and get two cars, but not just any two cars. I'm going to have my very own camper van very soon, probably in the next 2 weeks, and I'm going to have another car, but probably a smaller car, because the last one was massive, as you saw in previous videos. Taco, the Tucson, was huge. It was actually the same length as the camper van that I'm going to buy, so it was massive. So I've had to do a lot of work to my driveway to extend it widthways and a little bit back as well to try and fit two in, because I think it worked out that they're about 6 foot wide each, so I had to make my driveway about 15-16 feet. That took about 4 days. I've been busy, I've been very busy. Unfortunately, not a lot of talk has been getting done apart from last weekend, which I'll talk about in a wee second, but I just wanted to touch base with y'all and just say hi and see how y'all were and sort of give you an update about where I've been and what I've been doing. And I didn't just want to make a video just for the sake of it, so I wanted to actually have something meaningful and stuff to talk to you about. Yeah, so I just noticed that somebody was asking me who these were. I'll show you. Week up there. That's all my pop figures. I totally misread one of my comments in my last video and I thought they were talking about all the family photos. But no, that's my pop collection. Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy, Holtzman from the new Ghostbusters, I've got Wonder Woman, I've got the new Captain Marvel, Jessica Jones, you're starting to see a theme here, Daenerys Targaryen, Winona Earp, Regina, but it's a special edition Regina, so she cost me a fortune. I've got Scully, I've got Cersei Lannister, but she's not mine, Jack Skellington, and the 13th Daughter. I can't pick a favourite, to be honest. I love them all equally and they all have a very special place in my heart, but they're basically all these inspirational women that I think are just amazing, and that's sort of like my little shelf of inspiration. And Jack Skellington's up there with Rocket just because they're awesome, so, and they sort of like bookend them at either side. So yeah, just to answer your question, I can't remember who asked me it now, but just to answer your question, that's who they are. Basically, what have I been doing? I've been reorganising my house, I've cleaned out every cupboard in the house, I've been decorating the house, landscaping my garden, getting all the wood together to build a pond. I feel like kind of like I'm back in lockdown again. See, not having a car, like I've been used to driving for about 4 years now, so I passed my test 4 years ago, so not having a car has made me feel like I'm back in lockdown again, and it's been a bit odd. Obviously it's had a bit of an effect on me mental health wise, sort of physically. I've put on a bit of weight because I'm not going out as much. I'm not going out and walking about and doing hikes and stuff, so it's definitely taking its toll. But I know that there's a goal at the end and it's going to be 100% worth it, and I can't wait to get to that point where I'm lying under a mountain in Glencoe, or I'm lying looking at the stars in Rannochmoor, or wherever I am, up north somewhere, in a van, and it's mine. It'll be so nice and quiet and so peaceful, and I can wake up to those beautiful views, and I just can't wait. So that's kind of keeping me going just now. I did have a road trip planned for last weekend. I kind of took in some of the Northeast 250 at the weekend, and it was for a job I was doing. I got to take this absolutely beautiful, luxurious motorhome for a trip round the Cairngorms and Aberdeenshire coast. It was stunning, absolutely beautiful van, gorgeous just to be in it for a couple of days. The easiest thing to photograph because it's just stunning. I can't even show you a picture, but take my word for it, it was gorgeous. So I was very lucky, I got to sort of travel about with that. I stopped in the Cairngorms, I went to Aviemore again to just sort of, because I know all the good places there to go and photograph. Then I went up to Lossiemouth, which was brilliant. That wasn't really for work though, that was just to kind of stop and look at the beach, because I've not been up there for a couple of years and I just wanted to see it again. And I went to here and obviously see the RAF planes, and I didn't see any the whole time I was there. It was a Sunday though, so I'm not sure if that maybe had maybe there was a reason why they don't fly on a Sunday, I'm not really sure. Then I travelled further on along the coast, the top of the Aberdeenshire coast, and I ended up in quite a few places actually. I stopped in Banff, we stopped in Buckie, which if you're from Glasgow, I find that really funny. We stopped in Port Soy, we stopped in Findocti or Finecti, don't know if I'm saying that right. First campsite I stayed in was the RØDE campsite in Aviemore. That was beautiful, right in the woods and stuff. Very reasonably priced, very friendly staff, absolutely brilliant. And then went up to Findocti campsite, equally as friendly, absolutely fantastic. The only thing that annoyed me was I'd asked for a sea view and there was a caravan right in front of me, so I couldn't get my views, but it's alright. It was far too windy to actually go out and take any pictures anyway, because the wind, the awning was just getting blown about and stuff, so we had to ditch that and take some astro photos of the van instead, which looked really cool. And then the sunrise shoot in the morning, I met up with Kim Grant, who you'll all know, and that was fantastic. We didn't actually vlog it, we were kind of supposed to, but the weather wasn't really playing ball, and I don't know if she managed to get any shots, but I think I only got one picture, which I'll show you just now. But really, it was just an opportunity to actually meet up in person and just have a good gab, and eat some tablet and sit at sunrise and just watch this, like watch the sky sort of changing colour, and for the very brief moment that it did, and it was fantastic. And I can't wait to get back up there and actually do like a proper shoot and a proper vlog with her, because I think that'll be really exciting and really cool. I suppose what I wanted to talk about was the evolution of this channel. Obviously it's based on landscape photography, but kind of like I've mentioned throughout my whole channel, like I'm also a food photographer, but I'm also a portrait photographer, I'm also a qualified photographer, so I can kind of turn my hand to a lot of different types of photography. So I've decided that because of the way my career's going at the moment, my jobs obviously for food photography have kind of fallen away because of coronavirus. None of the restaurants are open properly just now, very restricted how we work and things like that, so we can't really go in and take photos of food the same way we would before. What I'm doing now is, whilst I'm out travelling and doing things, I'm actually shooting promo videos for companies. Well, that's what I was doing before I took my car back. And off the back of that, I've actually been able to get other jobs doing similar styles, which I absolutely love it. It's absolutely brilliant. So I've got a couple of jobs lined up which are all based around promotion of either towns or shop local campaigns or the tourism industry. These sorts of jobs are starting to come up now. I couldn't be more excited, because that's the dream, is it not? Like, to actually be able to do landscape photography, also be shooting promo videos and photographs for a job, is just the dream. Things are moving in a different direction and it's all sort of evolving, and I think the channel's going to start evolving because of that. It would be silly not to include these things, because it'd be great to give you guys tips and hints about how I actually work, behind the scenes stuff as well. And not just that, for social media, to know how to do your own sort of headshots for your social media, if that's what you're trying to build up your brand, to know how to sort of shoot promotional shots for yourself and for your own brand. I know how to do all that. During the sort of lifetime of this channel, I haven't really talked about anything like that. I really enjoy doing it, so I'm going to start incorporating videos like that. So you'll remember my Bailey's video where I shot a bottle of Bailey's. Wasn't sponsored or anything like that, I just fancied it because I like Bailey's. And I was talking about sort of very rough guide to studio photography. Well, I could do like a rough guide to how to shoot 5 photographs in one day, like that sort of stuff. Like, I can do all that and have it all ready to go. That sort of stuff is what's going to be coming up in the channel in the near future, especially because I'm not mobile at the moment. I can turn this room into a studio very quickly. I can show you how to do portraits, self-portraits, how to photograph your dog, like anything that you want to learn. Shout me out in the comments, tell me what you want to learn, and I will try and make up all these little sort of mini series videos for you and help you try and boost your own brand. So it does kind of feel like I'm back in lockdown again, I'm going to be honest. So I'm going to be making a lot more indoor videos for the moment. I hope that's okay, but you can bet your life on it that as soon as I have that van, I've actually got my own one and it's not far from here. So as soon as I have that van, I will be off like a shot. I can't wait, it's going to be amazing. But just before I go, I just wanted to let you know that the calendar pre-orders were a massive success. I sold hundreds of them, it was brilliant. They're now available to buy basically from the 1st of September onwards now, and they ship to the US, they ship to Japan, they'll ship to Canada. Anywhere you like, you can buy them and you can get them shipped over now. I'm super excited. I'm going to be putting in orders to the printer probably every week now to make sure that there's a quick turnaround on them as well. This is what it looks like. I'm very proud of it. It's now available to order on the website. I'm so proud of it. It's got a bit of a mixture of everything actually. Haven't really talked about it, but now that it's available to basically order from the website. So I've got the Lipe Infantry up here, which is just up the road for me, it's not far. I was the only person here this night and I just ran for my life to get down here to get this shot. This picture was taken just before lockdown. It's Ratchet Head Lighthouse. This is why this photograph made the cover of this calendar, because it's absolutely stunning, I just love it. Here is so popular on my Instagram. This is the Lockhard misty morning that I met up with Raymond, and this photograph was insanely popular on my Instagram feed, so this was a kind of last minute swap in. I can't remember what I swapped out, but I swapped this one in and I made this March because it's got that beautiful spring crisp sort of feeling about it and I just love it. These are also available as prints, by the way. April, which is Dollar Glen. This is a beautiful little place. It looks massive, the waterfall, but it's actually tiny. This was a bulb exposure of about 45 seconds, so I had to actually desaturate it in post to make sure that it wasn't too, I think it almost looked fake, but I know that it's not, but it almost looked fake because of how saturated it was. But it's just all that moss and stuff, it was gorgeous. B. Craig's Country Park in West Lothian? I don't know, it's B. Craig's Country Park. And I was walking back to the car and I found this and I fell in love with it because it's this little solitary tree at the back here. That's just me and amongst all this. That's what it represents, basically. That's what the photograph made me feel like. That was like, there's me and amongst all these photographers and wee tiny me. You'll know what that is, that's Glen Etive. The Three Lochs Forest Drive, sort of mid-afternoon sun, it was beautiful. This is done at our castle in Aberdeenshire. It's a beautiful place. It's a very popular composition. It's kind of hard to get new compositions up here because it's very dominant in the landscape. You can't really, it's difficult to find something unique up here. That's Seacliff Beach, Bass Rock, you'll know that one. And then we have St Monans Harbour, that's October. It's also a very popular location, very hard to get any other kind of compositions, but I like this one because you've got golden hour and sunset all kind of captured in one side and it looks really calm, and then on the other side it's like ferocious and dark and blue and stormy, and it just looks cool. It's a very contrasty picture. Bouquet Light of More, again I've brought that down in the final version. Frequently taken picture, but this light over here just made this picture for me. And then we have December, which is the wee boathouse up at Lockhard, looking all spooky and moody. And I love the teal orange contrast here. But yeah, that's what I would consider to be my 12 best images, and I'm insanely proud of it. I absolutely love it. I hope you like it as well. I've already got another picture for next year's calendar in the bag, and I hadn't even intended on taking a picture this day, and it was actually when I was away at the weekend. I took a picture of Glenshee. It's went crazy, people love it, so I think that's going to have to go in next year's calendar. But I'll show you that picture just now. Actually, you can have a look at it and see what you think, but I think it's a contender for next year's calendar, so you guys can let me know if you think I should put it in as well. Now that I've shamelessly promoted my calendar, if you want to buy it, it's available on my website at www.palmarshallphotos.com. I'm very proud of it. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up the video here. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I know it's a bit of just a sit down chat. I should have probably made a coffee and just had a coffee with you. And if you liked this video, then like and subscribe. I hope you're all still safe and well, and until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye.